Welcome back, everybody, to Stardew Valley here on Fantasy Farm. Let's take a look at the fortunes. The spirits are mad, but they are also providing us the blessing of infinite energy today, which is good. It will come in handy, perhaps. Though, truthfully, I'm not sure what we're going to do today. Found some good quality stone. Maybe you can build with it or something, George. Oh, thanks, man. Could always use more stone. Never know when we might need it. Especially for building staircases and the like, as it turns out. Right, so if I remember correctly, today is Leah's birthday. I'm going to talk as we go through routine just to show off this little doodad right here. I still want to pet the animals, but yes, this is your auto collector. As you can see, it collects things for you as mentioned once before, and then once you have those collected, you can obviously do whatever you want with them. But they won't take up space in the barn, they'll all just be in one nice, neat little stack. So it's pretty handy. If I can get a second one at any point for the barn as well, I will be sure to do that. But we'll see how things go. For now, I think today is going to be a bit of a different day in the sense of this is going to be a purchasing day, I think. I'm going to be upgrading the pickaxe for sure. I absolutely want to do that. But I'm also going to grab some other stuff with the remainder of the money that I've got, because they're things that are either due, if not just outright overdue, for me working on. And I do want to get the pickaxe sorted so that I can get back to that sooner, start crafting more of these sprinklers, and then we can start getting the farm ready, because we are getting close to the end of the month. And then, of course, I do want to get Leah a gift as well. So we'll take these and put them here with a gold pickaxe. Today is not going to be a day for combat, so I'm not really going to need that. I probably should go to the desert and chop down some trees, though, so I do believe I'm going to be doing that instead. For Leah, what all do I have in here? Just the plums. I do think a salad's a good option. I think it will be faster to get the vinegar from Pierre rather than wait for Gus to open up shop where he would just have one, so that's probably what I will end up doing. But we'll see. Put that away. Put this in here. Am I missing anything, almighty computer? Farm cave's not ready. No forage items. No machines ready. No unwatered crops. Looks like we're good in that front. I do like that it tells you what's ready in the greenhouse, too. That's a nice little extra bit there. Alright, so we're going to be doing that. We'll get Leah a gift. That can go up, because I don't need it right now. I'm going to hang on to these for later on. I could take these to Clint, of course, so I'll do that. I'm going to grab the leek and dandelion that I need for that recipe, so I won't forget. And let's take a look. Oh, we're pretty close on mastery skills, so that'll be something to look forward to. I could bring Gus something, as he is pretty much right in the center of town, so maybe I'll work on some people here. I could try to get Vincent and Jody. There's for Jody, there's for... Oop, wrong one. Vincent's over here. We could try to get Sam a pizza once we're in the Stardrop Saloon. We can get Pam a beer while we're there. Since we're going to Pierre's, we can bring him one of these. And I think we'll just go with that for now. We'll kind of see how the day plays out from here. It's a bit of a mixed bag, as we're kind of in a area where a lot has been done recently with getting the 100 floors done. I do need to collect the bug meat, though, so maybe I should do that first. And if that's the case, I should work on the trash can instead, so I think that's what I'll actually do. Luckily, he's not open till 9, so I'm not wasting too much time here. But yeah, we'll put these up and we'll do the trash can for now. Am I gonna set this up like that? That can go away. Let's see, I completely lost track of what I was doing here. Let me start over. Gold bar for that. Clint. Gifting items, oak resin can go up. I don't need that. I do need to build more kegs, as we do have the material for that. I will be needing the sword for the bugs. There we go. The goblin problem we're still going to be waiting on for a bit longer. Mayor Shorts, like I said, I want to hang on to that for now and not worry about it. And away we go. Actually, I could bring... I keep stalling here, but yeah, I'm going to bring Clint a gold bar. Since we are there, we might as well. Again, no, he's not a popular choice. Entirely fair that he's not a popular choice. However, we do have to make use of him, so... But look on the bright side, we really won't need him for that much longer, as the upgrades are nearly done, honestly. It's just the trash can twice and the pickaxe once. And that's basically it. So we're nearly there. Oh, you're still working on the gold trash can. Gotcha. Okay, well, I'll just hang on to these then. What I can do is have you open all the mystery boxes we pulled out yesterday. And see what there is to find. There's a jade ring. The Book of Mysteries. I don't think we've read that book yet, so that'll come in handy. More lucky lunches. I'll take that any day. Now we're getting mystery clothing here. Some mixed seeds. We'll use those in the spring, of course. Good bit of fertilizer. And a warp totem. We have not used this one yet. Alright. You have a slightly greater chance to find mystery boxes. Very nice. There it is, right there. So we've got a fair few of these books. We do still need to pick some up, and the bookseller will at some point be available again. Jade ring increases. Oh, I thought it would be a defense thing, but no. Critical strike power. Interesting. Alright. Well, we'll bear that in mind as we figure out what we're doing here. I'll just stick this down here for now. Nope, the crocus, not the grapes. All this other stuff I can kind of just move down to the bottom row. I don't really need it right now. The warp totem I might use to get back. Didn't mean to do that speedrunning strat right there. That was pure coincidence, but it was still funny that it happened. Jody. Sometimes I dream about life on my own without a family to look after. Is that horrible? Don't tell anyone. I think everybody does that, of like, there are times where it's just nice to be free from it all. Thanks so much, this is terrific. Can you keep a secret, mister? I want to marry Miss Penny when I grow up. Just don't tell her, okay? Everybody's confessing their secrets today, huh? Alright, let's zip on over to Pierre's here. Got a quest here. Probably won't do that one, but yes, Leah's birthday is today, so we'll probably go over that info right about now. Leah, or Lieha if you're fancy, an artist in painting, sculpting, and in me completely forgetting about her early in the game, she's actually got a pretty good story to her. So, in order to get to know her better, for Leah's love list, a good bit of these objects are items that are either given to you through animals or cooking recipes. Thankfully, the salad can be bought at the Star Drop Saloon, so there's actually a pretty easy choice here. Now, despite knowing this about Leah's like list, she, like Linus, can be given a ton of various forageables, meaning that even barring her birthday, it's entirely possible for you to have high friendship with her far earlier than other characters in the game. If you don't have something on the love list and cannot make it to the saloon for some reason, just check through your forageables chest. You should be able to find something there. There you go, Pierre. Yeah, I just need vinegar. I'm actually going to grab like 5 of these, and I'll probably grab 5 of everything from this set just in case I need it for baking or whatnot. So I know the reason that I put the... Oh, hey, George. How's it going? Shouldn't be too depressed about my legs. Should just be happy I'm still alive. Yeah, that's the spirit. But yeah, I know, like, for the plum pudding, you need sugar for that. A lot of recipes require these basic items. Some of them you can make on the farm. Others you can make, but they're a little harder, so it's probably better off that you just buy them. I think there's at least one that you can't. I don't remember which one it is. I'm gonna say probably the sugar, but don't quote me on that. Not entirely sure. Alright, we're gonna put all that up, and then we're gonna make a salad for Leah. You'll notice that it does, again, it pulls from your refrigerator, so you can stick anything in there if you're going to use it a lot for recipes. This is a good option. I'm going to dump this, as I don't really need it. Dump that as well. And the field snack as well, why not? And I think, while I'm here, for all the food items that I've had all this time, I'm gonna go ahead and move these into the kitchen for now. I will probably end up making a chest for this, so that it's not taking up unnecessary space, but I'm kind of just moving stuff around so I have more space in this chest out here, because I was definitely running low. And apparently I'm gonna have to start figuring out where to sell those clothing items, of which I'm admittedly not sure where those go. So I'll have to figure that out. So even putting all that stuff up, I still missed one there. Alright, get rid of that. I'll hang on to the Lucky Lunch just on the off chance I need it. So let's see, gifting Leah, hunting down the bugs. I guess I'll quickly try to swing by where Gus is. Gift him a drink, and then I'll grab a pizza for Sam if I can find him. But I do need to get started on the bug quest as soon as I can. Leah, I'm hoping you're actually here. Because if not, I'll have to go look up where you are. Okay, good, you are here. Gets pretty cold in my cabin. I just snuggle up under a huge blanket and I'm okay. Yeah, it looks pretty cozy in here, so... Happy birthday! Hey, thanks a bunch, Delta. This makes my birthday feel special. Oh, well, you're welcome. How we doing now? I didn't have a lot of points with her, but now we're at 6. Any events if I come in here? Yes. Kel, how many times have I have to tell you? I don't want to come back to the city. Stop calling me. I don't want to hear from you anymore. Click. Delta. Hey. So I guess you heard me yelling on the phone? That was my ex. I guess I'd better tell you a little about it. We had an apartment together back in the city. Did odd jobs during the day and spent all night working on art projects. We barely made enough to scrape by. He was always nagging me to go back to school and study business or medicine, something with a lot of money in it. Guess the idea was to save up for a normal life, you know, house in the suburbs, kids, PTA meetings, that sort of thing. I wasn't ready for that kind of life, Delta. Had to leave, so I came here to pursue my dream of being an artist. Was that selfish of me? No, it had to be done. Knowing your ex sounds like an idiot. No, but you would have been better off staying in the city. Yeah, little. Yeah, but it's natural to care about yourself first. I mean, to me, the actual answer is a mix of this and this, which is, no, it's not selfish, and it's natural to care about yourself. Maybe not yourself first, but it's natural to care about your wants as well. So I'm going to go with, your ex sounds like an idiot. That was a little harsh, but yeah, we had different priorities. So I've been saving up money to buy a computer, you know, so I can try and sell my art online like you suggested. It's good to have a friend looking out for you. Yeah. Alright, we'll move the carrot seeds. We'll see if we can find Gus and or Sam. I did say I do need to go chop more wood, though, so that is another option. But since the spirit's luck is low, that means that there theoretically should be more enemies, so this would be a good day to try and hunt. On a high luck day, then maybe I shouldn't do that. Gus is not here. Well, if that's the case, I think I will probably just go ahead and make a beeline for mines. And since we're hunting for bugs, this is going to be pretty low levels in the mines in terms of not very high numbers, so this should be pretty easy hunting, I do think. All depend on how easy or hard it is to find said bugs. And I think we only need the bug guts. Yeah, so it doesn't matter if it's the flying bugs or if it's the ones on the ground. Either will do, which is good. So that'll make the job a little bit easier. Yeah, by all means, send the bugs this time. Normally I hate those things, but right now we actually are looking for them. We've got no limit on energy, so it'll be a little bit easier today to just mine away for anything we want. So I'll be sure to grab copper and whatnot as we see it. And just to work on the 1,000 slimes, I might slowly and steadily pick at those because they're pretty much all going to die in one hit anyway down here. So it'll be easy enough to quickly chip away at them. I don't know if there's much I can do with the regular geodes, so like the frozen ones, I might just break them open with the geode crusher just in hopes to get something better out of them. To Haley and Emily, hope you two are doing well. We've sent over you your favorite gifts: pink cake and sunflowers for Haley, gemstones and wool for Emily. Love, Mom and Dad. Didn't know she liked wool. That's cool. Makes sense since she, you know, like does all the clothing stuff. Do be sure to pick up the bug guts, because that's the actual reason we're down here. It's not to specifically eliminate the enemies. So not 100. Do feel like as a whole these are a little easier to come by than the bats are, but maybe that's just me. Another option is if you don't want to individually go through the mines, if you get onto a multiple of 5 floor like this, probably 15 is a good bet. You could just go back to the beginning and then come back down here again and you'll get a different configuration, potentially with enemies, like so. So you could just keep leaving and coming back, so I might give that a try and see how it goes. As usual, I would recommend staying away from the 30s floors, as they're those dark, nasty ones. And I actually don't think you can find bugs there at all. I think you're going to want the lower levels. Anywhere between 10 to 29 is probably going to be a safe bet. Unfortunately, they don't always drop bug meat. It's a pretty good likelihood, but it's not a guarantee either. I'll apologize in advance for hearing all of the dinging of the elevator, but with this strategy, it kind of can't be helped. Hello, Mr. Buggo. I'm hearing my PC vroom up a little bit here. Hopefully it's not doing it this time, because I know the last 2 videos I had to speed them up slightly, which did seem to work in kind of fixing the issue. But it's weird of, like, I can never tell whether it is going to do it or going to not do it until I've already recorded the video, because I would do, like, a practice one to make sure it would run, and then it would run fine. And then on the actual one, it would immediately start having a buffering issue or whatnot. So we should probably just stick to floor 15 if that's going to continually be infested with monsters, because it will usually just be the slimes for a floor like that. Go on, hit it. We got infinite energy, so there's no point in swinging around like a chimpanzee. It's not gonna drop my energy any. Yeah, the infinite energy is extremely helpful. By the time you've gotten to this point, energy's not that big a deal while mining, in particular because it's probably gonna be your health, because you'll probably be in the skull caverns that you have to watch out for it. But regardless of that, it's still a very nice extra little bonus to have of just never having to worry about it for the entire day. Anything that's more energy intensive you can just do and not have to worry about it. And typically you're not always going to base what you get from that blessing statue. That's not going to be what determines whether you do or don't do something. It's just a nice little bonus to have. Though, I can't say the same about the mining one. Sometimes the mining one can make all the difference, depending on what you get. Yeah, I actually don't think I'm going to go through the spiral shell here. I think I'm just going to go back to 15. No dice here. And for the record, those big stones, for 3 hits, you can get 10 stones. So if you are looking to get stone in a pretty good amount decently quickly, do grab any of those anytime you see them. Well, the dwarf scroll, which I do not need. I'm thinking I will probably just keep that bug meat. Oh. I'll probably just keep that bug meat on hand. Just to show again, it will always be infested the same day anyway, no matter how many times you come through here. I'll probably keep the bug meat on hand just to remind myself, like, oh, right, I was doing that thing. Even though I'm going to record multiple videos of this, or going to try to. But it'll be a good way for me to remember what I'm doing here. See, if I was hunting down the slimes, that would be a great thing to have the area infested like that. I could easily get them all in one day. So sometimes if you're going for monster slaying, running into one of those is actually a very good thing. Just, in particular, not today, unfortunately. See if there's any down here at the very bottom. Oop, there's one. Hello. Well, if I was looking for the cave duggies to get the monster slaying, this would also be pretty handy, but oh well. They sure do seem to like dropping the staircase quite a bit here, but that's not what I'm looking for today. There we go, there's one. Maybe we could at least get to 25. Even though I probably won't really use the cherry bombs for much, as they don't have a great explosion radius. I'll hang on to these. Hey, there we go. There's 25. So we're a quarter of the way there. That's a good start. Should have time to give it at least 1 or 2 more passes before I gotta head back to the house. Carving knife. Small light blade. Yep, it sure is. That does not do much for damage. I think I'll actually head out and sell that in the Adventurers Guild. My brain was thinking the Foragers Guild, but no, the Adventurers Guild right now. Got no need for that. This ain't no Terraria. I don't need a copper sword to make the best sword in the game. Did we get anywhere close to mastery? Yeah, we're decently close. We're about 650 away, I think that was. 639. I'm just going to sell most of this, I think. That's the excess. Again, we'll dump that in there, because why not? There's odds are we'll get something better out of it. Like I said, I'm going to hang on to the bug meat, so I'm not going to store that. I'll just put it right down there. Algae can go away, don't need it. Carrot seeds can go up for now. And I can go to bed before I crash. There we go. Yeah, not too terribly much, but the goal was more towards Leah's birthday and getting the bugs defeated. The bookseller's in town to... Ooh, and the gold trash can is ready. Alright. Fortune teller is saying spirits are in good humor. And today we have Blessing of Fangs, which we have not seen yet, which is a 10% critical strike chance. Really not going to help today, but still, kind of a cool one. Hi, Delta. Beautiful today, isn't it? Yeah, it's nice. I brought you a gift. It's a sculpture I've been working on just for you. Yeah, we saw her working on this in our earlier event. You received a Leah's sculpture. It's called How I Feel About Delta. I hope you like it. Can be placed as a decoration. Yeah, we'll put it right there. We've also got mail. Dear Delta, tomorrow is the Feast of the Winter Star. Did you get a gift for your secret friend, Gus? The feast starts at 9 a.m. in the town square. See you then. Mayor Lewis. Yeah, that's right. We got that to go to as well. Alright, let's quickly get our routine for the day done, and I will see you guys momentarily. I think for the item storage thing that's in the coop, as a result, I'll just leave things in there for now. I'll keep making the mayonnaise and selling that, but, like, I'm not gonna focus on picking up the items as much. Not that that'll matter for you guys, but anyway, we'll be right back when the routine is done. Well, I was going to say we'll be right back, but also I wanted to point out that Umbreon / the Void Chicken is now producing Void Eggs. It is a full chicken. So I'm going to use one of those Void Eggs and put that in the mayonnaise machine, and you could probably guess what that will make. But I did want to point that out, as that is the item we'll need to get that goblin to let us through. So it is actually important that I show that off. Of course, that probably won't be too terribly important for tomorrow, as Feast of the Winter Star is going to take priority over that. But we'll see. I'll take a quick look at Gus's list before starting the recording to see what he likes in particular. In fact, I might actually do that right before we head into town to start upgrading things. I think I will do that. So we'll put all this up. I'll go here, and since I do want to do more of the bug hunting for now, I think once I get the gold trash can, I am going to go ahead and upgrade that straight to Iridium. So I'll put these in here. So we'll do that. I'll bring... Well, actually, I think I've already given Gus 2 gifts this week. Or Clint, rather. Yeah. So I'm not going to worry about that. I'll figure out what else I'm going to bring from there, but for the time being, I'm going to check on Gus's love list and see what I can bring him for Feast of the Winter Star tomorrow. Alright, we are back. I'm going to keep it pretty simple today. This is just for Evelyn and this is for Lewis. Pretty by the books. A lot of people I'm just either not going to be in that general area for, or they're at max, or I've already gifted them twice this week and wouldn't be able to gift them anything anyway. So that's why I'm sticking with what I am. Also, there is a gnat on my screen. Away with you. It's been raining here pretty recently, and for anybody worried, which by the time this goes up, I'm sure that will probably be over and done with, but for anybody worried about the flooding in Texas, I personally am not near that area. Oh, now you're here, of course. So I will be okay. I've gotten a little bit more rain than usual, but it's not the end of the world for me, unfortunately. For others, it quite literally has been, and it's been rough for them, for sure. But yeah, in terms of my area, yeah, there's been pretty much no flooding on that front. I have been fine. Since we're sitting around here, going to have to wait for Clint to open, I'm going to really quickly check the forageables down here. I haven't done this in a little bit, so this is some small extra income. I guess there are artifact spots. We still need to be hunting for those artifacts. I don't think that's... yeah, that's one we've already donated. Again, I do need to go to the desert and chop down some trees, but I also need to get that secret that was hidden down there, because that is an artifact that does need to be donated. I don't think that's much of a spoiler, given you already saw what the other secret dig spot was. And I do believe for those, you actually do have to have the hidden scroll. You can't just go and grab it immediately. Alright, Iridium Trash Can. You will notice that, again, the trash can is a little bit less costly. It's only half, so we're not spending as much money on this. But when trashing an item, you reclaim 60% of the value. So we're going to get that started. And that will just leave the pickaxe, and then we will be good to go on all of our upgrades. Other than stuff like the fishing rod, but at least upgrading with Clint, that'll be it. Oh, right. Forgot about this. Welcome to clothing therapy. You're probably wondering, what is clothing therapy? I'll try to explain. So many of us are struggling with personal issues, things holding us back from living how we want. It's important to me that everyone live a free and happy life, so I came up with a new kind of therapy to help people achieve that. It's based off the amazing power of self-expression. Self-expression is a wonderful healing tool. Did you know that? Behind this curtain, you'll find racks and racks of clothes. There's endless options to choose from. Your job is simple. Find the outfit that truly speaks to you and put it on. Feel confident in yourself and your choice. You all have a unique style to share with the world. Shane, you're up first. Okay. Ah, Delta, you're just in time. Just observe and keep an open mind, okay? Wow. Cool. Shane, it's a new side of you we've never known about. That's great. Now go outside with confidence and show the world. Though it'll probably be a little bit cold since it's snowing. Sure. Okay, everyone gets a turn. Robin, you're up next. Oh no. Hee hee. Oh my. Beautiful. Let's see what Demetrius thinks. Why not? Oh, Lewis is gonna give it a go. I figured it was just his house, so he was just in here. Heh, not bad. Oh, he's the Monopoly Man. Looking sharp, Monopoly Man. Me next. This is definitely one of multiplayer you'd unfortunately have to skip, probably, because it uses a lot of time. A knight. Heck yeah. Very nice. It's sweaty in here. Yeah, you don't say. Clint, you're up. Me? Okay, Emily, I'll do it. Aw, cute. Aw, cute. Ugh. Well, that went very well. I just hope everyone, I just hope this experience helps everyone break out of their shells a bit. Delta, I couldn't do it. I don't want to break out of my shell. Oh, I guess I'm interrupting something here, aren't I? I understand. I'll leave now. Congrats, Delta. Emily's just confused. Hey, Lewis, here you go. Yep, I do still need to make money in the winter. That's indeed true. Alright, so we've got the last upgrade for the trash can going. Nobody's got a birthday today. I do need to get some wood from the trees in the desert, so I am tempted to go there. But I think we're probably better off going after the... I don't know. Actually, no, I think I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to go to the desert real quick. Because, I mean, we are running pretty low here, so I think we need to. We'll grab one of these for Sandy. And I could also grab that artifact while I'm there. Let's do it. I hope I don't regret that decision and ultimately it bites me in the butt whenever I don't quite have enough bug meat at the end of this quest. Oh, but a lot of these are grown, though. A lot of these are grown. If I didn't have the iridium axe, then I would almost assuredly wait on this, but the fact that it only takes 3 chops to knock down everything means it's not too bad on taking time. Of course, at some point I will come back and I'll replant these, just not today. See Emily and Tamala. Yeah, I wish she could have been there for the clothing therapy. That would have been really cool. See, 6 hearts with her. I think, unfortunately, she doesn't have a lot of events. I think she sends you a recipe in the mail once you're at 7 hearts, and that's, unfortunately, it. I'd love to see more events with her, but yeah, you basically only get 2 different things, and that's it. Hang on to these as gifts for Haley. Alright, there we go. That's enough to where I'll feel decently comfortable until the spring, I think. Because part of me was like, oh, I want to just build the large chests in the house, so I have more space for stuff, but, you know, we're already kind of running low. I think we only had space for basically 1 more. But now we can kind of not have to worry about that as much. Let's see. Hang on to those. I think we'll stop at 15 for the cactus fruit, and I'll just put that away. I put the regular ones away. I could have Clint go break that open. I'm sure he's nice and mad with me right now. Yep, look at all that iridium. We could probably sell that regular bamboo pole at this point. Yeah, I think that's probably all I'm gonna do here. And honestly, I can wait on the mystery box, and I think I probably should, because I've already wasted enough time going to chop down the trees, and also forgot to, very quickly, grab the hidden thing that was there, so I need to do that too. I'll probably just warp back and take the... Well, I don't know, they're probably going to be about the same distance because of the mine carts, so it probably will be faster to go back by taking the bus. Alright, so down here by the bench on this corner, we have a strange doll. It just says, huh? I think we might have already donated that, actually. It has already been donated. We've already found 3. Alright, so we don't need that. It can sell for a fair bit, so we can always use it for that. Go back to collections here. It does sell for 1,000 gold, so I guess we paid for our 2 trips to the desert out here. Let's see if we can have a little bit more fortune in the mines with finding bugs. So off we go. I'm actually going to drop that in here, just so we'll have a little bit more space. Probably won't need it, but you never know. Feels weird to not have the speed up increase now. Also, I didn't forget that the bookseller was in town. I just kind of ultimately decided we'd be better off saving the money for the time being. Even with doing the last iridium upgrades, there are still other things I want to do besides the bookseller. So I'm going to focus on those, I think, before getting the additional books. That said, once the bookseller's in town, starting in the spring, I will probably start perusing a little bit more to see what all there is for different little... I wouldn't really say upgrades, though in a way they kind of are. Abilities, I guess? And I thought our luck was supposed to be good today, but it just ain't happening here. Yeah, this is the downside of the good luck days. I'm gonna try floor 10 real quick, just see what happens. Or 11, rather. Hey! Reached a new level of understanding. Which potentially does mean I could leave earlier to try and grab something there. And I might do that. But of course now we've got heading up to level 3 next. I think it's pretty obvious it would be between 2 different options. Ooh, yes, please. Another one of you. Ah, nothing. And mining is one of the ones that I am considering. Because it would be nice to also craft the one for the mining bonus that you can get every single day. That one you get to pick between 2 options. So it's got a little bit more versatility. I don't know if the abilities are overall as useful. Like, the critical strike chance is more of a mining thing, but most of them are more quality of life, like the infinite energy or the getting more hearts when talking to people, that's kind of a one that you could use pretty much any day. Though I guess the social one would be less useful once you've maxed out friendship with everybody, but unless you're focusing on it more heavily, the chances are there's at least a few people you probably have, like even myself, that was doing pretty decent. Like there's still a few people that I don't have many hearts with. 35. I'm actually going to move that up here to see how many I've got total. Yeah, I'm not going to go back down there for that slime. I'll just make my way back up. This is really why I wish we had that quest where we could get the item of, oh, make lots of enemies show up. Because it would make this a lot easier. You could probably get it done in a single day. Oh, no, there are a couple of them up here. Hello. Shirt. A wearable shirt. It certainly is. As opposed to a non-wearable shirt. Okay, there's 40. 41. 42. 43. It's a bit of a weird layout. You don't see this one very often. It almost felt like a vertical version of the other one where there's a minecart at the end and automatically a ladder. And it might have been. They might have just flipped it 90 degrees. Nice. Got 4 off of that. So now we are halfway done. Maybe we'll just do that again. We'll actually try to go down the staircases proper. Seem to have better luck that way. Anything down here? Yeah, there's a couple of you down here. Man, remember back in the days of using, like, the original sword that was given to you where it would take, like, 8 or 9 hits just to kill those things? Ah, that was about to have an ambush just then. Should have stuck around. Actually, made a couple jades here, which is pretty rare. Maybe it's just my imagination, but it seems like the jade, at least as a finding it drop, seems to be one of the more rare ones. But for all I know, that's just complete guesswork, and it might even vary by save file. So I know in Skyward Sword, which is one of my favorite games, there can be times where, I don't know why, but it seems like in most of my save files, the rare skull, the golden skull for a collectible for upgrading stuff, isn't all that rare, but the common one, I have to go way, way out of my way to grind to get enough of those. So I'll only end up with about 3 or 4 just in the course of casually playing. The gold ones will have about 10. I don't know what it is, man. Just something about the common drops not dropping. It's weird. I'll say I heard you, but you kind of disappeared on me there. More carrot seeds, I'll take those. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna bother sticking around in there, thanks. We'll do one more pass of 15 real quick. I'm not gonna bother with him. 62, not bad, not bad. We started with 25 today, so we made a pretty good chunk of it right there. Would have liked a little more, but I'm definitely not going to complain. I thought we'd end up with far less than that. I was shooting for getting a quarter of it done per day, so I was expecting to be at 50, so to be over that is phenomenal. Okay, let's see. We can dump all those. Don't really need the cave carrots either. I think we'll hang on to everything else here. As for what to put in here next, we'll keep going with the iridium for now, I think. I will go ahead and get that ready for Gus. I guess we'll just put the shirt in here. The rubber boots I'll have to sell at some point, so these will go in here. And I had a feeling the jellies would be ready, but I'm not going to have enough time to get those out to the shipping bin, so I'm not even going to try. And look at that, there's a little Santa Claus. Where those reindeer go? Alright, that is it for this episode. Next time on Fantasy Farm here on Stardew Valley, we've got the Feast of the Winter Stars, so we'll be, of course, giving our gift to Gus, as he is our go-to. I'm so glad we got Gus. That was like that was the perfect character to get. Could not be happier with that. So we'll do that. We'll go grab our next mastery skill. I'll probably do that before the feast starts, honestly. And from there, we'll see what else we're going to do. Obviously, I'm still going to be waiting for the next day for the trash can to be done, but once that's done, we'll have to wait on the pickaxe until we get this quest done, but then we can finally get the last of our tools upgraded to iridium. That said, that's not really the end of upgrading the tools per se, but it will be with Clint, so for those of you that don't like him, once we've got him up to full hearts, which I don't know what he's at right now, he is at 7 out of 10, but once we've gotten him to full hearts, if you don't like him, we probably will very rarely see him again, so that's something to look forward to later. Until then, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Later.